Hey everyone, Andrew Morrissey for another episode of How to Become a Superhero. This week we're going to have part 2 of Jared Osborne exploring the mature masculine archetypes. We're going to balance it out and talk to some females in the future about the mature feminine archetypes as well. And I think this is a really exciting time to explore the parts of yourself, to explore the parts of your intuition, which are, the archetypes are really the language of intuition. They're the language of the feelings and the sensations we have in our body. And if our body is sort of 80% communicating into this world, if we communicate non-verbally about 80%, well, it's a pretty huge exploration. I mean, I remember when I was in Footscray here at the Victorian University studying for 4 years, the performing arts. I would prefer to call it the magical arts of performance because it was a magic academy. I mean, every day we got to explore emotion, dance, movement, improvisation, theater. It was exhausting and thrilling and exhilarating the whole time. And I think, what I want to explore more, and this is going to be a long podcast over the weeks and months, is just those specific techniques that can help us in the ceremony of getting into who we are, getting into the authentic self, trying on different archetypes like the superhero archetype, and really having fun with it and not being identified with the process. It's real, it's authentic. Sure, but we have a multi-dimensional aspect of our being, and our beingness can have fun. We can be fully integrated into the archetype, but then at the same time, we can also just let that go and let that pass and come back to our center. So anyway, Jared Osborne's going to be talking a little bit more about the mature masculine. I will see you next week. Take care. Talk to you soon.
This core of it to me for each one of them is the king, in essence, is about that sovereignty, about that sense of being in our throne, being in our center, and that sense of being able to view our kingdom, see what's going on, see what's working, what's not, and plan and take action to what that's going to be and to how that's going to change, but also having there's a sense of resting on the throne, not being, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. King doesn't do that. King's, he's just there. It's like, okay, we're going to do this now. It's a very restful place. Place of high intensity, quite a restful place to be. The warrior is that taking action, that going out and it's like almost taking those king's orders, going and doing something. The warrior's got purpose, he's got a mission, he's got something he wants to do. And there's a natural flow on from one to the other of that. That king energy will naturally lead to wanting to take action in its mature aspect once it sees something that wants to be done. And that naturally becomes the warrior. That warrior energy then, there's a higher purpose, there's a higher calling. It's not acting for the sake of it. It's not seeking just to be a hero and glorification, but it's seeking something to be done. The mature warrior really values himself and values what he can bring. That action of the warrior, in a sense, naturally leads on to the lover. And the lover is that sense of the action's completed, something has been done, the battle's either been won or lost, and there's that basking in that reflection of it, that opening into that seeking of union. That ideal sense that mission's been completed, the warrior's able to open, whether that's taking the damsel or uniting with God or whatever it is. There's that seeking for something, there's a seeking for something beyond. But again, that mature aspect, it's not getting loved, it's not getting lost in that or attached to that. It's in that space, seeking that gold. What's that gold returning from that expansion, that opening, that loving space? Because the heart of that lover is the mystic or the romantic. It's that seeking the gold, whether that's from woman, from God, from a project, from anything you could possibly look at around that. And then there's the bringing that gold back down, which is where the magician comes in, that desire to anchor what's been touched on, what's been understood, bring that wisdom back to earth, to anchor it down. And that mature aspect of the magician is very much about sharing it, not holding on to it, not being, mine, it's my gold. But really being in that sense of like, this is everybody's gold, I'm the vessel for this gold. And that naturally leads in that landing back to the king archetype, which comes into like, well, yeah, there's this gold and I want to share it and I can do it, and magician will share it with a few people, but how do you bring it to the whole land?